Baonico Mututa, what is good, my people? It is your boy H.I.M. and listen, you didn't. The title you saw is correct. We are reacting to Ghetts. Ghetts dropped the freestyle. It's been a minute since I've tapped in with him, and if you don't know who Ghetts is, let me tell you something. You're gonna find out real quick. He's one of the top 5 rappers in the UK, in my opinion. And I think my opinion is valid because it doesn't include Central C. That's my top 5. But anyway. No hate to Central C, he got bars though. But before we get into this reaction, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, like button, notification bell. If you enjoyed anything, see my reaction, please make sure you share it with your people, because along the way in growing our community. And any reaction requests, you can let me know down in those comments below. And without further ado, my people, let's get into it. Solid.
Yo, what up? Hey girl, here the Triple J show. We got another
so I'm not
bars on
too
the way.
familiar with bars,
we have a very
the platform, so educate me what it is in comments below.
All the way from the UK, we got Ghetts in the booth. How you feeling,
Big
bro?
Ghetts.
I feel good.
That's good. I feel good. This looks great. I'm so fucking excited for this. I can't wait. I don't want to talk too much
Me
shit.
too.
I want to get straight into it. This bad the bars, so let's get into it. What you saying?
That's right. G-double-I-G. He had pain in his heart, murder in his eye, shackles on his feet, a burden on his spine, shackles on his feet, then a burden on his mind. Where I'm from, a screw face to just a
That's a okay. All right. So he's saying, like, burden on his spine, right? Because he has shackles on his feet, pain in his heart, and whatnot. Then he sort of repeated again. Check on his feet, pain in his mind. It's just a different way of saying, like, slave from physical labor to mental, like, bar.
He had pain in his heart, murder in his eye, shackles on his feet, a burden on his spine, shackles on his feet, then a burden on his mind. Where I'm from, a screw face, it's just a permanent disguise. From the time we rest in peace, ain't rest in peace. Coming and digging graves up, and they'll disturb you when you die. But in the
Max, bro, one more time. Ghetts is saying UINs need to cut it out with that, speaking ill on the dead. That's what he's saying right there. That's what he's saying. It's like, stop saying you're smoking on this person, like you putting that person in the pack, like words to your dead. Like, he's saying, like, cut it out. Like, I had to drop 3 because, like, that's the truth. Like, like let the dead rest in peace, man.
shackles on his feet, then a burden on his mind. Where I'm from, a screw face, it's just a permanent disguise. From the time we rest in peace, ain't rest in peace. Coming and digging graves up, and they'll disturb you when you die. But in the time my mum's a lost son, so if mummy had a choice, she called police on you herself, cause she preferred you was alive. She had a lump in her breast, baby in her womb, needle in her arm, doctor saying it's too soon. Where I'm from, it's Newham General, 10 hours in the waiting room.
What?
2 weeks of some antibiotics for a major wound.
2 weeks? That's mad. Like, I know the U.S. healthcare system is not perfect by any means, but at least if you go to the ER, right, you're able to be seen with some form of haste, and I think the system really does, the U.S. at least shows his butt when you need to have surgeries, because if you don't have the money for the procedure, you won't be able to get treated. Whereas in the UK, you would be able to. And I think that, no healthcare system in this world is perfect. There are some that are, better than others in certain phases of, needing medical treatment, where I think, like, long term, the UK healthcare is better than the US healthcare. But the short term, I think the US is better than the UK. Yeah, man, nothing's perfect, man. Nothing's perfect in life. There's always room for improvement. And but like 2 weeks though, that's mad, man. That's crazy.
10 hours in the waiting room, 2 weeks of some antibiotics for a major wound. We're in a time where the vaccines are death jabs, so the doctors are the contract killers, they just finesse, man. First time I noticed I was coming from an ED scan. First it was COVID, monkeypox must be the next plan. New world order, new world.
Here further Ghetts, they might come for you. They might come for you, Ghetts. Be careful what you're saying on these songs, because they might come for you, Ghetts.
First it was COVID, monkeypox must be the next plan. New world order, new world order. How many innocent people have you helped slaughter? There's a massacre in Africa, genocide in Palestine. If Israel's the driver, America's the passenger. Seen a pauper turn a prince, I've seen a king become a scavenger. Bro took someone's wig off, now he needs a barrister. There's a judge, jury, police and camera. We on the net, they judge our jewellery and keep a tab on us. Flight travelers caught up in the web of deceit. Politicians selling dreams, I hope you kept your receipts. The system isn't broken, bro, it works the way it's meant to. Whatever isn't for you, my sister, must be against you.
Yo, she clocking that T. Triple J is clocking that T, man. He's right. The system is meant to work the way it's supposed to. It's not broken. It's meant to keep certain people or classes, depending on what country you're on, down, while uplifting or keeping other people up, essentially. And in order to sort of like work through that, you especially if you're at the bottom, in order to get there, you know what I mean, it's gonna require a lot of hard work, because some people are starting off with a handicap, right, or an advantage that you don't have, essentially, is what he's saying there. He's saying the system is working the way it should. You know what I mean? He's saying, like, listen, pay attention. The system's not meant to work for you. But I know the UK and US politics and things are different. The UK is a little bit more class-based, while US is a little bit more racial-based. And then, like, within the racial, there's also subdivided into like different economic groups. So, like, I feel as though I'm not gonna say it's more complicated, because like I just happen to be like living in it. So for me, I see it on the daily, and I see how like messy it is. Whereas in UK, it's like a little bit, I don't want to say a little bit cleaner, because it's still a bit of a mess. But like I feel like there's some type of camaraderie between people that are either the lower class, middle class, and sort of upper class, or like 1%. Whereas here, there's none of that in the U.S. Like, and because like it's separated by race and whatnot. But anyway, Ghetts is just like talking to us, man. Like, he's one of those rappers that like make you look at your life, how you living, the world's like. He's a conscious rapper. Like, don't get it twisted, man.
Don't fucking ask me who I'm voting for, when my options are Cersei, Lannister, or Lord Voldemort. I never know who to call, all I know is the protocol. My boy, you know it's over when you see me in some overalls. In the past, I've been too accessible, too sociable, too smiley face, too approachable. A man with beauty unspeakable, and then wonder why we haven't spoke at all. They'll break your heart, then have the cheek to say that you're emotional. Yeah. I seen a villain play the victim, bro scared of getting married, cause these women play the system. See the devil play the Christian, see the snake play the dog. I seen a mum play the dad, I seen it separate the kids them. I know I'm tapped because of trauma.
Oh man, this man is rapping today, my people. Like, oh, my goodness, man. He's rapping today, man. He's rapping.
Bro scared of getting married, cause these women play the system. See the devil play the Christian, see the snake play the dog. I seen a mum play the dad, I seen it separate the kids them. I know I'm tapped because of trauma. I used to want to trap because of Porter, never got his wig slapped because my daughter. You see when the bell rings, I got my family in my corner, and I keep a friend of 5 that I shouldn't command a hoarder. It could be 20 years ago when I be holding feeling still. You know revenge is sweet, I always have to oversee the kill. Bro done some evil, I'm just praying he don't see the veil. Trench coat and boots, some on his shoulders see reveal. They say it's crazy, say it's loco. 2 straps singing like they're Casey and a JoJo.
God. Cut it out. You see, that's how you flip singing kind of with your, you know what I mean, bar. Because like a lot of people say they sing like Mariah Carey. Like, you hear that so many times, like Casey and JoJo. Like, that's how you flip it and reinvent that bar, man. Like, what?
Oh, they say it's crazy, say it's loco. 2 straps singing like they're Casey and a JoJo. Some gal are realer than the man, then fuck a bro code. They'll try and kill you in your own ends, fuck a postcode. A prick said it's coming for me soon, I said I hope so. Sticks around us like some old folk. I remember faces like,
oh man. He's saying, I keep it on me. You want to find out? Run up. That's what he's saying. Because, like, we out here like the old folks with the, you know what I mean? Like, what?
For me soon, I said I hope so. Sticks around us like some old folk. I remember faces like a GoPro. I get a pagan on my solo. Then I use his head for presentation and some promo. This is why I'm having problems finding rappers that can rap with me, and back to back they only see the back of me, and yeah, what the fuck you mean battle me? You put the battery in the back of your anatomy. I'm plugged in differently. I be on a circuit boy, I've touched electricity. When they want to jumpstart, they ask me specifically. 21 and I had lightning under wings. I've been critically acclaimed for over 20 years officially. Admittedly, I've always had a message, but the Lord had to deliver me. There's beauty in the painting, but the picture isn't perfect. A woman died in carnival, but she didn't deserve it. A child had to see that, it didn't have to be that. That could have been your mum, your cousin, your sister. How the fuck we going around stabbing girls now? What? When the Reaper wins a
just anyone, not just anyone. If especially, you know, civilians, innocent people, like it kind of, some people are just deranged, man. Deranged. Like, you don't need to, you know, like people say like U.S. is like, is, you know, we have a gun issue, but I don't think it's a gun issue. I think it's like a people issue. Like, some people just freaking loose screws, man, and they're not getting the help that they need, or the people around them not making sure they get the help that they need. And or it could come from like childhood trauma. Like, there's just so many factors, but like the fact that like you can still have, you know, senseless killing and it not be like a gun issue. Like, I don't want to get too political. But I think the world has a people problem being like not really wrapped on too tight. And I think it's only amplified by like social media, because like when you're seeing people have things that you will never be able to have. How, maybe that's not nice. Shouldn't be the best way. Well, it is what it is. It's the truth. When you see people have things that you will never be able to have, whether it's like the, you know, white picket fence, like family, like cars, clothes, and or just like a sort of curated like life that you don't have, you get depressed and like you start wanting to take that from other people and take their happiness. Like that's kind of how we are where we are right now. Because like back before social media, like none of this ish like happened. Because the only life of a person that you saw was what was in your direct purview. But now you're able to see people from like all over the world and like live the life that you potentially want and can't shove down your throat like every single day. Like, it can affect a person's mental. So like that's what I mean by like we kind of have a people problem versus like a, you know what I mean?
your sister. How the fuck we going around stabbing girls now? What? When the Reaper wins a fight, there ain't no rematch. Trust me.
Do anything she can just to keep on the line.
GH, East London, you already know. Long way from home, still repping, you see it.
If you feel like you're falling,
G-double-I-G, Mount Excellence.
If you feel like it's too much, lean on me. If you feel like it's
2025, we on the rise.
Mommy do anything she can just to keep on the lights.
Triple J.
Still leave on the lights. I say lean on me. I say lean on me. Oh, lean on me. If you feel like you're falling, lean on me.
Trust.
If you feel like it's too much, lean on me.
Trust.
If you feel like it's over, lean on me now.
I appreciate you guys for having me, man.
I don't know what sample that is, but it's fire.
Crazy. That was actually ridiculously crazy.
Like, she right. Like, that was mad, my people. That was mad. Shout out the Bars platform. I'm not too familiar with who they are, but as I said in the beginning of this reaction, you know, educate me. Because I think Ghetts said he flew there or something along those lines. So I'm assuming they're not in the UK. And I know they're not in the US either. So educate me, my people. But also, too, I want to expand on my last comment in regards to like having a people problem. I mean, like, by people problem, I mean like a mental health issue. Crisis, I should say. Yeah, man, like that's what like I said, what Ghetts as a sort of rapper does to me personally, and probably does the same thing for you, Twin, because like he literally makes you like think, right? You use this versus just like listen, right? You know, this is not the type of music where you just sit there to chill out to. Like this is real music where he's talking about real, you know, topics. Whether you agree with Ghetts or disagree with Ghetts, like everything he's saying, like it's a real situation, for better or for worse, man. You might not be aligned with like what he's saying, right? But you can at least recognize that like what he's rapping about is a topic of this for conversation. Yeah, man, like my people, listen. I know it's been a bit since I've checked out Ghetts, but I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to like listen to this freestyle because like it's reminding me like why I say Ghetts is like in my top 5 rappers in the UK. And he's on my global, rap tier list as well, man. And he's up there. But listen, my people, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.